All right, so I am just sending out notifications because this is like just spur of the moment kind of thing. I don't expect everybody to come straight on in, but you know. Hi, Lady Di, how are you? Hey, Kim. I know that I probably need some mods or whatever, so I know I need to do that. So I hope everybody is doing well. Um, yeah, the last few days, particularly, were, well, especially yesterday with the live that I was in, was so much fun. Um, like mm, I don't even know what to say. Um, but hey, Joni. Hey, Spotter. So, um, yesterday was a whole lot in the live that I went into, hoping to kind of get some clarification on things, but also say my part. Um, and actually, in Margaret's Discord, I've come to love and know a lot of people in there, and I shared a very private problem for me that I had. And so, like, I understand mental health just as much, if not more, than the next person. So, yeah, I was pushed to that point, and the OGs who've been around know about that. And so I'm going to try and um, keep my end of the bargain by not mentioning a certain person. Um, I don't know how well I will do at that. All I can say is, and I don't even know how on YouTube. I think on StreamYard that you can share stuff or whatever, but I did share a couple things in Discord that reflects that. Hey, JC. And I love y'all too. Hey, Aaron. Um, I shared a couple of videos, some lives that that person has done. I just call her Piggy Bank. So it's really difficult for me to um, have sympathy for someone who created a bunch of stuff. Let me go ahead and see about. Uh, Let me do this. I am going to mod a couple of you real quick. Do. Especially the ones I spoke to recently about a lot of stuff. Um, shit, I had a lot that I wanted to kind of start with. Um, I mean, don't, as moderators, don't block hate. I'd rather them show themselves because made the settings for people who may watch this later that the chat would be shown. Hopefully that will still work. Um, but shit, let me just get into it. Hold on one sec. I need to grab my Pepsi. I left it in the other room. I know I'm going to need it, so hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Can y'all hear me okay? Um, shit, I about down that Pepsi pretty good. I'll need a new one. So let me just say from the get go, I've been in this community. I have been friends with Margaret for a long time. Um, yeah, maybe a timeout, but if people are just flat out rude, then you can hide them, do whatever, because and this may stay just us. It may stay like us. Like I just don't go live enough for all that to happen. So um you can delete the comment, you can mute, you can hide, you can do a couple of different things. It's a little different on YouTube versus like TikTok. So you'll get kind of used to it. There's options to that. Um, so if people want to know how I first met Margaret, it was when Shafty had started her stuff, right? Shafty was coming on and defending her pedo boyfriend, and yeah, just time them out. Or if it's vile, just hide them. Um, but Margaret was on a live with another person, the person who actually ended up getting a restraining order on her over some bullshit. There was a hurricane. Margaret could not get to where she needed to be because of the hurricane, and so that restraining order was granted, and people then still didn't understand. But I was in the live, and Margaret was saying, like, Shafty isn't even married to this guy. And I was like, who the hell is Margaret? Like, who the fuck does she think she is to tell us this, that, whatever, right? Like, I showed my ass about it. And Margaret 1000% come back with proof. And when she came with the proof, then that's all I needed. And it started from there, right? And then there were times, and I've had text messages with other people before I came closer to Margaret. Like, I don't trust her. I don't know that what I want to say. I don't like I still had reservations, right? Um, but over the years, Margaret has shown me time and time again that if I needed somebody, she would be there. And I do the same thing for her. I will repeat this for everyone to understand. Margaret is very aware, as is John, about how I feel about the DV situation, the permanent restraining order, which Ella, I just want to let you know, is still in place at this time. Um, I've seen the videos, I've seen the pictures, I've seen all of it when Margaret was attacked by him, whether it was drug induced or not. Um, I don't ever want to see that again. And I will definitely hold my friend to a standard of things. But if she ever called me and she needed me, I'm right there. So, I don't understand that part of friends, and Chrissy has said, she would be there for Margaret. Anything she needed, she would help her out. Um, I have yet to see the one who shall not be named say the same thing. My take on this is two friends went out to see Margaret twice. The second time they see them, they see her with John. And again, for me, it would have been all over with right then and there. Okay. There wouldn't have been a whole lot of talking about it. I don't agree with it. Do I want her safe? But I promise you, I do not want her with him. I have actually spoke with John, and I have had it out with him. I'm not scared of John. I'm scared of what John could do. Has John probably changed? Probably. I don't know. I don't talk to him. In the one who shall not be named, says that, yeah, she wasn't afraid of him in that moment, but chose to speak out on it when she got busted giving God, I said her name, giving Lori money. Her friend Margaret says, I am in the ER. And she just keeps on and keeps on. Strange to me. Super strange. More worried about people finding out that she gave Lori money. We all know what Lori does with money. We all know what LR does with money. We know whatever. Yeah, feeding someone is one thing. Continuing on with things and continuing with that family to me is very freaking strange. I don't know. She could say she went in there and she helped and opened a book, opened the, I don't know what the hell she said, opened up herself to Lori to be able to talk back to her or whatever. Like, I don't agree. Like, I can't stand Lori. She's just all over the place and she's so behind on things. And I actually, that's part of the problem, is that people run with something without actually knowing things. So when I talk to Chrissy, and I've tried to have conversations with people about what happened with Margaret, I specifically asked them questions. Hold on one second. I just got a text. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. So, I asked very specific questions, and I knew that Margaret had used John to go get the cats. She paid for John to do that. Her only other option to get up that way would be to take an Uber. She felt safe enough. She went with him. Do I have a problem with that? Yeah, I don't want her with him because I know what his potential is. She's aware of that. I don't even know how Stewie in the whole situation comes in. Like, she was told afterwards, she didn't know him, whatever, I don't care. Then when the weekend for Chrissy and the one who shall not be named go there, and there are, from what I understand, Chrissy had issues because of just planning that weekend or trip was very difficult for them because Margaret wasn't giving cross streets. Margaret wasn't responding back. And Margaret told me at that time she was very, very sick. And if y'all remember back in that time, she had got a sore throat. There were things that were going on, and she was sick. Yeah. And that's all I can go by with that. Um, Margaret showing up with John, John driving her, whatever it is. I know, and I've told several of y'all that